Scream Queens.
Welcome to Scream Queens.
This is the podcast where two comedians, me, Beck Charwood, comedian, obviously just said that, writer, and cool girl, and my best friend Alex J.
Writer, comedian, podcast producer, and less cool girl, but cool girl nonetheless.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare say that, okay? We're both equally cool girls talking about everything on your screens. This is our Monday episode where we talk everything pop culture, aka stuff that is not important, like it is the most important thing on the planet. We are building some hills to die on here, baby.
Oh, I love that. I love a hill to die on. I happily find one. I'll just construct it. I'll get some dirt. I'll get some rocks, make that hill. And everyone will be like, Alex, why are you making that hill? That hill doesn't matter. And I'll be like, I don't care. I'm going to fucking die on it.
And we turn around. What shape is the hole that we just dug? A grave. And we bury ourselves in it. Doubling down. You die on the hill and then we roll into the grave that we dug.
Love it. It's so nice and cozy in here.
How are you? Do you want to tell the people why we are not together in the same room?
Yeah. Look, I'm kicking it old school, guys. I got the
Throwback
COVID.
to 2020.
I got the COVID, if you can believe it. 2024, mid-2024, it's still going. So both Luke, my partner, and I tested positive yesterday for COVID on the day of his birthday, which is fun for him.
No.
And yeah, we're now housebound again, old school style. I'm just like, I don't know, do I apply to the government for some kind of money? I can't remember how this works.
I think we should be able to do that. I think we should be able to do it for other diseases. Like,
Sure.
I mean, not just like colds. Like if you get the flu and you're out for 2 weeks, it's in the
Give me
public
some
interest to not
assistance.
spread that around.
Exactly. So that's why we're coming to you remotely. And if you are watching on YouTube, you'll notice our Lord and Savior has been displayed so perfectly and beautifully behind Rebecca right now.
He's back. Keanu Reeves holding his little dog, and photoshopped onto Jesus Christ.
Of course.
Love it. It will fall down at some point, either in this episode or the next. So if you want to see that visually, head over to YouTube.
That will be a call from God. At whatever point he falls down, that's an important point for our lives. And then we have to analyze it and live by it.
You know when it's going to be? It's going when I start doubling down on my Sabrina Carpenter slander. And it'll be the Lord saying, this is the wrong take. Stop talking.
Reverse.
It's incorrect.
Should we start there?
Okay, yes. Because, look, last week I talked about how Sabrina Carpenter manufactures hype around her music, and everyone's like, it's meant to be a joke. It's meant to be a joke. And it is. And in hindsight, I hadn't seen the follow-up video of the second weekend of Coachella where Emma Chamberlain is holding up the sign that says, please, please play espresso.
Yes. So that was, it turns out that was a plant and that was the point.
Which I kind of thought it was when I first saw it. But to me, okay, this is the full honesty, is I knew, but I still was like, that's all the people who are leaning in and so intently looking at pop culture know that. If you are someone who is just scrolling along your feed and you see it for the first time, you're not aware of
like that's the point. Yeah.
How tongue-in-cheek and clever Sabrina Carpenter is, and she gets away with these things because she's got mad stage presence. She's an excellent performer. If that's the first time you saw it, you'd be like, huh, interesting. But to everyone else who's in the zeitgeist who commented on all of our stuff, it's like, of course you know that. Of course you do. Yeah,
because you're in the zeitgeist. But the thing is, what I love about this podcast as well is that we are also talking to people who aren't 100% 24/7 in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
As people like us who are just interested in pop culture. We want to know what's going on. And I love it. So basically, you guys, if you weren't aware, we popped a reel up of the Sabrina Carpenter theory from Coachella, and people were very quick to tell us that it was a joke and that was the point. And I have to say, I was very impressed with the TikTok comments. Usually TikTok is where it can go really south, but no one told us to die. So I was really happy at that. All of the comments were still respectful and not wishing our mortal peril. So there's that.
And you can say that, and that's your stance. My stance is, do people know that you can read other people's comments or just like comments? Do people know that? Because we got, I think it was 20 comments of people saying the exact same thing. And it's like, guess what? Someone else commented it, click it, and read it and like it. We'll still get the message.
Yep.
And that's just me because I'm traumatized by, like, again, getting the same comment over and over and over again on a video, which it drives up engagement, which would be great if I was a social media manager for me and not me having to take that on emotionally every time someone says it. Okay?
Yep.
So
Yep.
just show your support, like, rate, subscribe. Don't comment. Stay off. Unless you're saying something new, get out of there.
Yeah. It's the same comment over and over thing that really gets me. It's just people just want to see their comment liked. They want that notification.
Yes.
You know,
and we'll always respond. We will at the end of the day, of course.
But that was really fun, you know, because this podcast is a new endeavor for us, and that was the first time.
For you, me, I was just sitting in wait all week of being like, when is going to graduate over to my DMs of people be like, go fuck yourself. You're not a fucking feminist. You're not for the girls or whatever.
Did it graduate to
You were
DMs?
having a field day. I was like, oh, when's it going to crack? When's it going to crack?
I was having a field day. It was really fun. I was like, again, any engagement is still engagement.
When it's not your face saying the wrong thing.
I'll put one up next week. I'll purposely say something wrong. We'll reverse engineer some engagement.
And on that, I would like to continue to say wrong things.
Great.
And here's my follow-up thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter. I want to say up top, she's super talented. She's a really talented performer and singer. She's super funny as well, and she's great at these engagement things. However, her music is not for me. She has some fantastic... Espresso is super catchy. Mm-hmm. Do I like it? No. It's in my brain against my will.
Yeah, I'm not about it. I listened to it. I shut it off after 30 seconds. I get it. I get what this is.
Oh, I'm working late because I'm a singer? If that was the whole song, 5 stars.
Right, yeah.
The rest of it doesn't make any fucking sense, right? And she has better songs as well. Feather, I do think is a bop. Nonsense is a bop. The rest of it is white noise to me. And I feel like as an artist, she hasn't made me feel anything in any of her songs, and that's just a personal preference. I feel like I'm also too like Chapel Roan pilled at the moment to appreciate any new young pop stars. Okay, but I feel like, and as well, she is an artist who has extremely huge amounts of money from a massive record label backing her, and I do have a lot less interest in artists who are given millions of dollars while they're still figuring out what their thing is, as opposed to artists who've had to like work super hard and come up and put their own time and money into crafting their image and their music. And that's what I am majorly gonna always prefer. And Sabrina will win me over one day when she finds out what her mold is.
Yes.
But right now I feel like she's married, like all of her songs are like her as an artist is just an amalgamation right now of other artists. And I want her to have her thing. And once she figures that out, because she's 24 and she will.
Yeah.
I'll stream all the songs, okay? I won't block Espresso from my music library because Spotify is dying to put it at the end of every playlist that I have right now. I've had to bar it from my Spotify. That's how much it's being pushed, which also, by the way, is something that record companies do.
I mean, how great is that? Like, that's funny to think about, but then also like, fuck, also guys, I do have COVID brain right now. So thoughts are going to be a bit mushy and a bit foggy.
Welcome to me every week.
But like what that in itself, just that Spotify's backing you and putting you on playlists, that's something that a majority of artists could only ever fucking dream of.
Yeah, and really, really fight for. And even like now, record labels are getting sneaky because they know people really like independent artists, so they have these pseudo labels that are not officially listed on their websites, or like their talent don't, and where they get up and coming artists who are not necessarily up and coming and pump a bunch of money into them so they still appear independent. And so you can go, well, I just found this up and coming artist, and it's like, no, X record label gave them $50,000, which is not a ton of money in music, but still it's more than zero, which
The
is what a
actual
lot of artists
independent artists. Yeah.
start from.
Yeah, no, good call. I like that. I'm interested to see Sabrina Carpenter's journey then. See what happens next for her.
I think this, yeah, I mean, she's so successful now.
Already.
We'll see. We'll see. I bet, yeah, I would never deny that she's talented.
And good at PR.
Yes, hugely. All right.
Should we talk about some other PR that's been happening this week?
Get on now, everyone that's come to you've heard what you've heard, and you can go to the comments.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want.
Just address them to me because I can still have fun with it.
Speaking of people saying the wrong thing, old Jerry Seinfeld.
He's popped his head back up, hasn't he?
Yeah. Welcome to the comedy corner of the podcast, where two comedians talk about comedy, because that's really outside of this. That's what we're talking about.
That's our favorite thing. So Mr. Seinfeld has been on the PR trail for his new movie Unfrosted, which is coming out. And he's made a comment in an interview, which
A comment.
when it came out in the last couple of days, I was like, are we talking about the one from 5 years ago? Are we talking about the one from 10 years? Like, I just feel like this is something that Mr. Seinfeld regurgitates every few years.
Yeah. He needs to go to the art shop and get a smaller brush, because the strokes are too broad at the moment, is what I would say.
He's casting a wide net.
Mate, what the fuck? Anyway, I haven't seen this. You just told me about this, and I was like, I immediately have so many thoughts.
Of course we do. Of course. So Seinfeld said in an interview recently on the promo trail for Unfrosted that TV comedy is being killed by the, quote, extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people. This is from a man who is currently promoting a movie about the origin of Pop-Tarts. So
Yeah.
Mr. Edge himself.
It would make sense if he wasn't promoting something that he'd literally just put out on TV. If he was like, even I, Jerry
Can't get
Seinfeld, I'm
something
being
made.
silenced by the woke Illuminati. And it's like, you literally just put out a movie on the biggest streaming service.
That you wrote and starred in yourself, sir.
Does he know it? Is it because he knows it's shit and he now wants to blame
Maybe. Maybe.
the left?
I like that.
He's Madam Webbing it. He's Madam Webbing it.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting to respect Jerry after this chat, but wow, well done, sir.
Damn, he saw Dakota Johnson and he said, she's a smart little brunette. Let me take that.
We need to do that.
Also, what came out, I saw a bunch of headlines that he's 70. Did you know he was 70?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Boy's got some work done, dude.
Wow, wait. Well, he's definitely got some plugs done because he was losing his hair, and he's got a big old rug on top of that head in this movie.
No grace. No grace.
grace.
Wait, from what I remember in my head, does he have grace?
Probably.
I also saw another headline that was like, oh, he's like shaking a bunch in this interview. And I watched it and I was like, he's 70. That's what happens, is you have to constantly move or your joints seize up and then you can't get in and out of the shower and you have a fall. And that's how that happens.
That's where Jerry Seinfeld's at. He's in, you could have a fall territory right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So old Grandpa Seinfeld reckons we can't make any good comedy anymore. He's specifically talking about TV comedy.
Okay, well, what do you think of that, Alexia?
Oh, look, it's just obviously bullshit. It's just, I think he spouts this, he rolls this shit out every few years, because he gets grumpy old man about it, and it keeps him relevant. It puts him in the news cycle. People, like us, are talking about him on a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
So it's just, I do believe he believes it, but I just think it's the Ricky Gervais, it's the Chappelle, it's all those old dudes not understanding that you can still do edgy, current, exciting comedy. Just don't be mean to people. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You can still do that. It's just people aren't saying don't be funny. People are just saying don't hurt people. You can still be funny without hurting people.
Yeah, put more than one woman in it. And they're like, oh, you'll spoil the soup.
And then, I mean...
Sorry, they would have made a bunch of fish stew jokes in there, but I'm
Sure.
not willing to do that. So just insert them in your head,
There you go.
you will.
No, we can't anymore. We couldn't possibly.
We can't.
So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Just an old man being an old man and just, like, kids these days-ing it. Like, it's boring at this point.
It also reeks of narcissism of like, well, no one's doing Seinfeld. It's like, Curb Your Enthusiasm just wrapped up, dude. Like...
Oh my gosh, thank you. My COVID brain didn't even put that together. Fuck me. The cognitive dissonance that you're saying you can't make funny comedy on TV. Curb was just finished after being one of the most successful shows for 12 seasons, my sir. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you were in it.
Your original head writer of Curb, of Seinfeld. Yeah, just wrapped up 13. You're right, 13 seasons of a current show on TV.
I think you were in.
I think he's going senile. I think he might not remember what's going on.
Yeah, I think so. I think Jerry Seinfeld's going senile. I think we need to check on him.
Yeah. Did you see the part of the interview? This is, again, I saw the shaking clip, and in the shaking clip, the alleged shaking clip, they were like, "What's your secret to looking so good?" And he's like, "Transcendental meditation and lifting weights." Dude.
And Botox, filler, plugs, facelifts. Like, come on.
Yes. Right? Like, and also, I understand transcendental meditation is like, there's so many hugely successful people that do use it, but it's like, do you understand the public doesn't have 3 hours of their day to just and namaste away? Like, we have to wash our own clothes and do our own grocery shopping. Like,
also, like, that's so unfunny of him. And if he's all about the comedy and you got to make comedy, like, I don't know, he's Jerry Seinfeld. Pick a funnier answer.
yeah.
That's so unfunny. I don't know all of it. He's just, he's just a lost little old man.
Yeah. I was going to watch Unfrosted because I was like, look at this all-star cast. I'm like, no, you know what? Let the internet make its decision. And then I'll watch all the clips and decide off that.
Cool.
They're not getting a view from me.
Well, speaking of, and I didn't run this by you before, but this has just popped into my head. Something else that's happened
Bring
this
it on
week.
me.
Amy Schumer won Variety's Woman of the Year award this week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so that's come out this week, and people are like, that doesn't make sense. What has Amy Schumer done this year? And so there's been a lot of...
Yeah, apart from those weird Zionist posts.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I kind of take it back.
Cancelled
And everyone's like, what?
And other than that, it's just been like that weird show that she did with Michael Cera and then this Unfrosted film. Anyway, so there's obviously TikTok's gone crazy being like, how much money did Amy Schumer's team spend to get this award, to put her back into, the public favor, and it's come out at the same time as this Jerry thing. Anyway, I just think it's very interesting. What is this movie?
What? All these, like, what was Variety's Sexiest Man? Was it not, like, Patrick Dempsey or something? Like, last year?
Yeah.
I think whoever's writing this is maybe 80 years old.
And
it's just, like...
stuck about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They're about 10 years
Next
behind.
The editor of Variety is just like, you hear about this Harambe? They shot him! And the Cincinnati, is no one doing anything about this? Cody? You heard about Cody? God damn, man.
Next year's Woman of the Year will be Malala. Like,
Yeah. The Me Who movement? God damn.
If there's any Louis C.K. fans out there, take a seat. I've got some bad news for you.
Oh, you're not ready. You're not ready.
Anyway, there's that.
Oh my God.
Jerry Seinfeld's being old, man.
Dude. Oh, goodness.
I would like to watch Unfrosted, though, because it does have that all-star cast. And I do still enjoy watching Jerry Seinfeld. I still find him very funny. You know, the show's always going to seep through public consciousness when watching anything of his. So I still enjoy watching him. I think I'll still watch the movie.
I'll watch it, but I will watch a pirated version.
Yeah, good call. I'm
I
just
don't wanna
interested, like,
contribute.
why? Yeah, so much weird PR around it right now. Like, I don't know.
He's too old.
Yeah.
He's waking up. He's forgetting where he is. He's forgetting the goal.
Big time.
Meanwhile, his PR is just snapping clipboards on his knee in the corner, just like, no! God damn it, dude!
Jerry! I said, don't talk about woke culture in this round. Don't! We're bored of it.
Please.
If I hear the words PC,
But the editor of
exit
Variety
your
said
mouth.
it's really in the zeitgeist. Speaking of old and not in the zeitgeist, it's time for OC Chat. OC Chat. Woo!
We had such a great time with OC Chat last week, you guys.
Oh my God. Thanks to everyone for engaging. We fucking love it. I can say very proudly I have finished the whole thing.
Wow,
Yeah.
even the post Marissa death seasons. Jeez.
This is I will be honest though, someone messaged me, shout out to Steph and Jade, who warned me that season 4 is like not as serious, a bit fluffier. Steph in particular said you can just like skip a bunch of episodes and go straight to the end. So I skipped the first 6 episodes. I think I will have to go back and watch them because I dived in and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay.
And so I truly didn't connect emotionally with anything that happened in season 4.
Fair.
But I think I honestly want to try and watch the whole thing again at some point. Or just watch, like, the best, like, episodes. Because now I have discovered something magical. And if you love the OC, you have to go check this out. It's an audiobook called Welcome to the OC, an oral history. And it is... oh my God, it's wonderful. So it's by Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage and Alan Sepinwall. And it is an entire, like, from the genesis of the idea and the people who created it to the first episode, and then it goes through all of the major points. And it's so meaty and fascinating. Every sentence of it is voiced by, like, a different person, producer, actor, executive. So you get all of these perspectives of, like, one situation.
Wow.
And it's super fascinating and also really cool to see how a TV show is made and where an idea starts and forms. And because the original idea for the show was it was meant to be a movie about a guy called Ryan Atwood who grew up in Newport Beach and was super affluent, and he falls in love with his gardener's live-in daughter, and that they are from different worlds and it's really hard for them to be together.
Oh, a movie.
Yes, yeah. And then it turned into a TV show and like it's so good. And I found out some very interesting facts that I think you and the listeners will enjoy.
Please.
So, originally it wasn't going to be called The OC. It was going to be called Newport Beach.
Ooh. Yeah, good call. Great call. Love the change there. Yep.
Yeah. And the EP Mick G, my hero, who's from the OC, and he was the one that they were like, you're so great, let's give you a bunch of money, make something about where you're from. And he was like, okay. Then the execs made a huge decision to be like, we're going to call it The OC. And Mick G was like, no one calls it the OC. It's OC. I'm gonna walk if you motherfuckers.
What?
That's why I didn't say that. Call it the OC. That sounds dumb, and I hate it.
As in the OC instead of just OC.
Mm-hmm. He's like, it should be called OC.
I get it.
Not the OC.
Not the Orange County. You know? Yeah, true. Okay. Whoops.
But it does sound infinitely less cooler than the OC.
Oh, yeah. I think it's.
You know
I think we
mean?
need to go the OC. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, McGee.
Yeah. It is also a great lesson in sometimes, as a creative, not all your ideas.
Letting go.
Yeah. It's just something I'm yet to learn.
Aren't we all?
We will get there. Also, the casting director for the series, they were known for their talent for finding, this is a direct quote, pretty crying white kids. Which I was like, tick. Well done.
They are gorgeous.
They're fucking gorgeous. And these were the original casting inspirations / people they wanted. Ooh. Get ready for this. You're going to love this. So Sandy Cohen, they originally wanted a Jeff Goldblum type, if not Jeff Goldblum.
Whoa. I'm pretty close. I see it.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
But then my favorite that I would have loved to see is Michael Keaton.
Oh, I mean.
I love.
Yep.
It would have been too much. Would have been too much.
That's too much daddy. That's like, Sandy has the right amount of daddy.
Yes. Yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer for Kirsten.
Oh, yeah.
Cohen.
Cute. Yeah.
Makes sense. Dennis Quaid for Jimmy Cooper, Marissa's dad.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Kate Bosworth for Marissa.
Oh, yes.
Big difference.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
right.
Josh Hartnett for Ryan and Jason Schwartzman for Seth, which I totally see that for Seth.
Yeah, that's the introverted, hyper-intellectual, cutie patootie. Yeah, I see that.
Also, huge casting crossover from Charlie's Angels. Get this. So Mick G was shooting Charlie's Angels when he was meant to be starting directing the OC. And this is why he wasn't a director, is because the scheduling didn't line up, and he's like, sorry, I have to choose Charlie's Angels over this.
Oof. Good call.
But they were casting at the same time, and so they were looking at Sam Rockwell, and they watched his movie Lawn Dogs, which I haven't seen, which Misha Barton plays in that, and they said, who is that beautiful girl? Who is she? We must have her.
She is so pretty when she cries.
Yes. Oh my God, the most beautiful crying white child we've ever seen.
Get her in here.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a nice crossover. I like that.
I love that. That was my favorite.
So we have Sam Rockwell to thank for Misha Barton then. Thank you, Sam.
What do we not have to thank that man for? God damn.
Cute. Well, that's...
We had one more thing.
Did we?
Oh, the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Oh, sure. What's going on there?
Okay, so look, two of the biggest rappers of all time are in a beef. Are you much of a rap gal?
Look, no, not in terms of knowledge around beefs. No, I enjoy rap. Right. I love 2000s hip hop. It's my first go-to Spotify playlist genre. But I'm not big on the beefs. No.
I'm not big on the beefs either, but I live with a boy who is, and that's why I know about it.
Great.
And have become invested in it. Me personally, I've never been invested in the beefs. I think it's very silly, boys doing poems at each other until someone's feelings get hurt. I'm sorry, I think it's so lame that it's like...
I love that concept.
It's like everyone knows, like, the first lesson you learn when interacting with other people is sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And then these guys just call each other names until someone gets shot. It's like so dramatic.
Not even just calling each other names, like calling each other name in rhyme. Cute.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah. So that's my thoughts on beefs.
Nice.
overall. Oh my God. And also like packaging it up and put it, like just the idea of
It's as content.
like them going hard in the studio is so cool. And they'll be like, yeah, and that's what I said. End. Period. And then they press spacebar and then they have to click and find the file and export it. And then be like,
still so
okay,
angry.
okay.
Just just fucking
Yeah.
wait. You just fucking wait.
And then they have to just like upload it like we do with our files, like, and be like, ooh, I hope they like it.
They upload it, then they realize they forgot one little cut. They're like, oh no, delete. I have to re-upload.
Well, what's happening at the moment? These, I mean, Kendrick is just uploading.
Really?
So it started out, there was a song that J. Cole was on, and they referred to Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick as the big three. Kendrick responded by saying, there is no big three, it's big me. And
Oof.
so they were like, well, we were trying to be inclusive, but now that you've been rude.
In rhyme.
It started this. In rhyme. And so then Drake released the diss track Push Ups, which was really good. It's really catchy. Mm-hmm. And then Kendrick hit back. And then Drake hit back. And then the most recent one that Drake dropped is called Family Matters, which is pretty brutal and calls out Kendrick being like, you used to beat on your wife and you paid a lot of money to cover that up.
Oof.
Which is rough. Which is like, oh, okay, that's pretty intense. Mm-hmm. Kendrick then hit back with a track called Euphoria. And this thing is so brutal. He buries Drake.
Oh,
like,
no!
Like, literally Super Saiyans him into the side of a mountain. He's calling Drake a groomer and a pedophile and saying that he's not a feminist. He doesn't actually care about women.
Oh,
he's
going
black
real.
Women.
He's going real.
Yeah. And the track is fucking great. Ooh. Like, it's really, really good. Oh, was it you? Because he's released this thing. It's getting confusing because Kendrick has released 4 diss tracks now and Drake has only released 2.
Oh, Drake, catch up. You gotta go
I know,
for one.
yeah, just wailing on him. Just at this point, Drake's on the ground.
Breathe.
And just like,
give me a second.
Okay, I'm just lost now because I've confused myself with what songs have come out and what haven't. Because also some of it is just on YouTube. So, Meet the Grahams is brutal. So he followed up. This is his second most recent one. Another one came out like literally 3 hours ago, but the one before that is Meet the Grahams, and this is after Euphoria. Meet the Grahams directly addresses Drake's son, mother, dad, and secret daughter that no one fucking knew about.
What?
Yeah. And it's to...
Wait, so how does Kendrick know about it? About her?
I mean, they're just all in each other's beef. They're all in each other's business. In the track also, he reveals that there's a mole within Drake's, like, inner circle who's giving Kendrick all of this info.
That's how Kendrick's got 4 tracks to Drake's 2.
Yeah. And also, I think that Kendrick is just a way better rapper.
Better guy.
Like, think he's not a better guy. They're both trash.
Okay.
They're both.
Fair enough.
Artistically, so talented. Wonderful. I mean, absolutely love his work. But, yeah, remember, there's no good famous people, and this is evident of it.
We know this.
But, yeah, Kendrick is running laps on Drake at this point. Like, if I was part of Drake's crew, I would immediately just be like, I'm a mole too!
Yeah.
Bye! Like, get the fuck out of there. Because now Kendrick has been so consistent with his allegations of grooming and sexual assault and pedophilia. And also Drake has kind of had a lot of that float around him for quite some time.
Even I know about that. As someone who doesn't know about beefs and stuff. Even I know that Drake is a groomer, Millie Bobby Brown. Like, I know about all that. Why would you engage in a beef with someone when you've got that behind you, Drake? You fucking idiot. Oh, stupid men. Stupid men.
Stupid men. So I think that this is going to, so far, I mean, Kendrick has won, but these guys are putting out new tracks every, Kendrick's 12 hours between his last 2 tracks.
Busy. And do these tracks, bear with me while I sound like my mum for a second, do these tracks belong to an album as well, or do diss tracks just come out?
Separate.
This is just coming out as they make them, just for funsies?
It's direct. So I think that...
Do they come out on Spotify as well? So they make money from them, of course.
Yes. Yeah. And so they originally they'll drop them on YouTube first, which is where you can find them, or they'll leak them. And then they'll come out on Spotify because it takes a while because they've got to do licensing and stuff to get them up.
That's a funny process for an angry diss track as well. Just going through all the licensing.
It's like there has to be a whole team in charge of and they're like, so I've got the file. Did you want this to come out on SoundCloud or YouTube? I just want to be really clear about the release on this.
We're just running it through legal.
Yeah. You call him a pedophile a lot. And we're sure we want to, yep, okay. No, I know,
nope, that's the point.
know.
Okay, yep, no, good for you.
No, we're just triple checking. Just checking. As I am the legal team, and you will have to do fucking nothing.
This is my entire job.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, fun.
I don't want to get shot. You're acting like you want to get shot. I personally would not like to be shot. And I'm just putting that out there. I know, I'm trash to you, I'm garbage, but of course, Mr. Lamar, of course. No, you are, yes. All right, it's coming out in 20 minutes. Also, it would help if Drake, I don't know if you know this, but Drake has put out 4 absolutely garbage albums, in my opinion. I have heard
some such whisperings around. Yes.
Dude.
But it's no good, which is great.
Yeah.
Good. I don't like him. I'm going to say it. I'm saying it right
I don't
now.
like him. Yeah, I think I was a little bit too, I don't know, I missed the ascent of Drake. When Hotline Bling came out, the whole will they, won't they with Rihanna, I was like, that's cool, that's hot. But otherwise, I haven't really messed with his music. Started from the bottom, and he's about to end on the goddamn bottom.
Started from the bottom, now we're back down here.
Can I say my one favorite line from the whole beef?
Please.
Okay, Kendrick said, trying to strike a chord, bet it's A minor.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ouch.
You're done. You're done.
See, that's good. That's good poet. That's good.
I had to narrow it down to 1.
That's a good poem.
Because there was 40 that I was like, that's fucking
so fucking clever. Oh, I love it. I saw the end battle in 8 Mile. I get it. It's exciting.
All right. Okay. Well, that is all. I mean, we're recording this at 1:46 p.m. on Sunday. By tomorrow, when this comes out, it could be a completely different story.
Who
TBA.
knows? But
this is what we know so far, vaguely through the eyes of my boyfriend.
Love that. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed today. Let us know if you guys think that Jerry Seinfeld's going senile. Let us know in the comments.
Okay, we're going to go record Wednesday's app, which is available right now on our Patreon if you want to hear it. We love you.
We love you.